On this episode of Big Movie Mouth Off, we've got Rogue Nations and we've got road trips.
We're going back to Wally World.
Welcome back to Big Movie Mouth Off. I am your host, Jimmy Martin. Welcome back to the show. Always good to have you watch.
And I'm Shannon Barnson from the Geek Show Podcast. You can find us on geekshowpodcast.com.
Every Monday.
Every Monday. That's right. He's on it too.
Yeah. All right. So in this episode of Big Movie Mouth Off, later on we're going to be reviewing Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. In the middle, we're going to talk about more video on demand with Xfinity being our new partner. Lots of movies on video on demand that we will be able to tell you all about. But now we are going back to Wally World. It's vacation. Let's see. Let's where we start. It's Ed Helms playing Rusty.
All grown up.
All grown up Rusty. If you remember the old films, in 1983, National Lampoon's Vacation came out. Chevy Chase was your star. Bella D'Angelo. Rusty was played by Anthony Michael Hall.
That's right.
And so, but now, and the whole premise of that was to go to Wally World. Well, same premise, the exact same thing. But what's funny about this is that they acknowledge it.
Right.
Is that they say the new vacation will stand on its own.
The new vacation will stand on its own.
Right. And that's kind of it. They go to different cities. They get in mischief.
And there are shout outs
Yeah.
to the original vacation, but it's not like a slave to it.
No.
And the shout outs are actually kind of funny.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I love it because they do they mention certain characters. Sometimes don't show them. They do mention Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to invite Randy Quaid.
I don't think he's allowed back in the country.
He's holed up somewhere. But yeah, so I mean, we go to, I think Memphis is there. They go to Memphis State College. They go to Audrey's house.
Audrey, the sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then she is dating Chris Hemsworth.
They're married.
Oh, that's right, because their marriage is in trouble. And so it's almost like that's as much as you really need to say, because we'll get to one of my issues with the film. But easily you could say wackiness ensues.
Oh yeah, that's all it is. I laughed a lot in it. You know?
Yep. It's, first of all, while it is a family road trip movie, it is not a trip that the family needs to take to the theater.
Do not take the family to the theater. Oh no.
But let me just say my first issue with it, because it's a big one. The jokes in this film, if you've seen like the Red Band trailer, and even just regular trailers and even TV spots, about 70% of the jokes are ruined.
I wanted to say something about that too.
Yeah.
Because after we saw it, I saw even more commercials.
Yep.
That are giving away, like, I would say more like 80% of the jokes.
It's pretty bad.
And
that's not the movie's fault.
No. Stop it though, Hollywood. Especially with the comedies, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I'm like, I'm going to avoid, if I'm going to see a comedy, I'm going to avoid trailers. I'm going to avoid commercials.
You said that when we were going home, and you're 100% right. I think that's kind of, and it's kind of hard to do. You know, I mean, like, what are you supposed to sit there and just go, no, you know?
Well, to the point where remember the gag in there? Mm-hmm. Why did they have this in the commercial? The one where and I'm going to spoil it because Hollywood already did, right?
I spoiled.
Where they're having the dinner party at the start, right? And her friend is like going, why didn't you like my friend?
They showed that?
They showed that.
Stop
right?
it.
Just stop it, Hollywood. Like, I've seen the movie now, but I'm like, if I would have seen all the commercials I've seen and then walked into that movie, I would have been kind of mad. It would have been a waste of my money.
I keep thinking about how much I would have loved that movie more if I had seen nothing.
Right.
I mean, it would have been, I would probably say, I'd probably be at a 3.5 star, but there was a problem where you're sitting there for, they're like, oh, let's go to the hot springs. And you're like, I know it's going to be a sewage waste plant.
I know it's going to happen.
For 5 or 10 minutes like this.
Right.
Okay.
And I think the only jokes that were really, really spoiled were like the dirtier ones.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, but when I said, I'm saying about 70% was ruined. Now, it's not that they were bad jokes. They're funny.
They're good jokes.
But the 30% that you haven't seen, hilarious.
Sure.
And I'm not mentioning anything. I'm only going to say Charlie Day.
So Charlie
walks
walks in, steals the movie for a little bit.
Just picks up, puts it in his pocket, walks out.
We also get the ghost of Chevy Chase is in this movie.
I love Chevy Chase. I grew up on his movies, and I just I was like this.
Oh. Beverly D'Angelo shows up in it.
She looks good.
Oh, she does. The original Griswolds.
It's a great, I won't say homage because it does pay its tribute, but it is its own film,
Right.
And it, just same plot for a new generation.
Not like a masterpiece or anything, but a good, funny summer movie.
I think when I say raunchy, it is raunchy, and I will say the two kids almost steal the show too.
Oh, and actually, you know what? A lot of that hasn't been ruined either.
No, the kids are really good.
Especially the little brother.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
I want to smack him in his face.
But they steal the show. It's funny, but like people are like, oh really? Like, why did they make Vacation raunchy? Watch the original again.
Right.
It's pretty raunchy. It's not the Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation, newer ones that you remember a little bit more, a little bit better. But yeah, it's funny. It's a great R-rated comedy, ruined by the trailers. I'm at I'm probably about 2.5.
I was going to say 2.5.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's funny, kind of almost instantly forgettable in a way, though, But I 2.5. If you feel like going to the movies and laugh.
If Broovies get to this movie in Salt Lake City, go see it at Broovies.
Or like the Alamo Draft House. In Denver.
If you're in Denver, go see it at the Alamo Draft House. Perfect scenario for that. So there you have it. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about video on demand for all the Xfinity options that you have. Some good movies are available, and we'll tell you all about them coming up next. Welcome back to Big Movie Mouth Off. Now we got to review Vacation, but now we're actually in our new segment. Xfinity is our partner. We're going to talk about the video on demand and what's available now on demand for you Xfinity subscribers. First off, you've got the Divergent series, Insurgent. It's the second one in the series.
Yeah.
Shailene Woodley's then there, Theo James. I enjoy it.
Yeah, me too.
For what it is, it's that whole teen book series, drama and whatnot. But
we both said when we reviewed it that we were anxious to see what's next.
Yep.
Which for this kind of movie, that's all you can ask.
Yep. Coming up next is the Hot Pursuit. It's Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara as she's a crook and she's a cop, and they're on the lam because she got framed for murder.
Doesn't matter which is which.
But you know what? There, go check out Hot Pursuit. Yeah. And lastly, you've got Unfriended, which is a creative idea of a horror film that all takes place on a desktop screen.
Yeah.
Webcams, Skype, text messages, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I felt old when I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
So there you have it. And then coming up in theaters this week, coming up, you've got, there's a lot coming out. You got a handful of things. First, we can start off with The Gift, starring Jason Bateman and Joel Edgerton and Rebecca Hall as they play a married couple who a mysterious stranger comes up and, reveals something that, not everything's okay.
Messes everything up.
So you got that one.
It's a thriller.
Yep, definitely a thriller.
Yeah.
Which is different for Jason Bateman.
Sure.
Shaun the Sheep is after that. This is an animated film from the same studio that brings you Wallace and Gromit.
Right.
I didn't know it was based on a TV show. I just found that out.
Yeah.
So be sure to check out Shaun the Sheep if you want to see some claymation, stop motion animation. Then you've got, let's see, Ricky and the Flash, an aged rock star played by Meryl Streep, reunites with her estranged daughter. It is directed by Jonathan Demme and written by Diablo Cody. So I'm sure she's going for the Oscar for this one.
It's not a biopic about Joan Jett.
No, it's not.
It is not.
And she's not hanging out with the DC character.
No, this is pure fiction.
Yeah. And then lastly, Fantastic Four. Fox.
What?
Yep.
They're going to try it again?
They're going to do it for, this would be the fourth time now, technically.
Yeah, that's right.
Corman did the one that never came out.
Right.
Then you had the two with Jessica Alba.
Yep.
And now you've got the fourth one.
Jessica Alba, that's the one thing you remember from those?
There's nothing else I remember about those ones.
You forgot about Horatio Hornblower.
So yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe fourth time's the charm.
Well, I hope so.
On Fantastic Four. And that is what's coming out on video on demand and in theaters this week. So stay tuned. Coming up next, we are going to review, it's coming. It's Mission Impossible not Ghost Protocol. It's the next one. Rogue Nation. There's so many of these things that I always forget. Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation. It's coming up next. Welcome back to Big Movie Mouth Off. Now we talked about video on demand.
Yep.
Talked about Vacation. Now it's time to talk about the next Mission Impossible film. It's Rogue Nation.
Which you've been wanting to call Ghost Nation or Rogue Protocol.
Rogue Protocol. There's so many of these things. What's funny about this, people, first of all, forget that it's based on a television show.
Right.
But it's also, Tom Cruise has been involved with this franchise for 19 years now.
Really?
Yeah. Makes you feel old, huh?
Wow.
So this one stars, again, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Basically the plot is that Ethan Hunt, his character, believes that there is a underground, basically group of people called the Syndicate that are terrorizing the world globally, and to financial gain and whatnot. And so Alec Baldwin actually plays a CIA executive,
The CIA director. Yeah.
director of it, and he wants the IMF shut down because he thinks that it's all just him being a crazy person.
Yeah, well, he shows pictures of the cities they've destroyed.
In the past movies, he just thinks they're he thinks that the IMF is rogue, like they don't answer to anybody.
Yeah, Exhibit A, smoking hole where the Kremlin used to be.
So basically, the IMF gets shut down, and Tom Cruise is on his own, but he recruits his friends, Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Jeremy Renner, and they basically take on the syndicate,
right?
Because it's real.
Yeah,
it's real.
Oh, it's real.
And he gets help with a great character played by Rebecca Ferguson, who is kind of like a femme fatale.
She's great.
You don't know if she's good or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I love about it, because she'll do something, but then did she do it because she's a good person, or is she doing it for financial gain?
You hit on one of the things I liked about this movie, and they don't waste a lot of time with those oh my goodness, he was on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do any of those moments. She's the only character that's the least bit vague, and it really works. It carries you all the way through.
Absolutely. What's great about these films, first of all, I mean, like I said, this is number 5.
Yeah.
5 of Mission Impossible films. The way I kind of base my judgment on them is the set pieces.
Absolutely.
And I think everybody, we're not ruining a lot, but everybody's seen him hanging on the side of a plane. First of all, that's Tom Cruise. That's Tom Cruise on that plane.
That is the most, and it's right at the beginning of the film too. I don't think it ruins anything.
30 seconds in.
It's the beginning of the film, and it's one of the more breathtaking openings I've seen this year.
Well, see, when I saw it with you, I saw it on IMAX.
Yeah.
First of all, that's the way to see it. I'll say
for
that.
sure.
That scene made me want to barf.
You will barf.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I don't know how Tom Cruise didn't barf.
We took great care not to eat before we saw this.
So that's where we start, 30 seconds in, and there's way more than that. There's a great heist.
Yep.
There's deception and espionage and all that fun stuff that brings these films together.
Yep.
Plus a lot of comedy, because I think this is the one that you get the most Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
And more Simon Pegg is always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
So,
and he doesn't always have to have Edgar Wright.
No,
he's funny all by himself.
He's a grown up.
Yeah.
I had such a blast with this film. My biggest flaw with it, though,
I know what you're gonna say.
it's the villain. And
how many times have we sat at this table and said that about a movie?
Well, I mean, like he's got
the
he's
hardest
got
part
like
to cast.
the black turtleneck.
Oh, yeah.
The bleach blonde hair, glasses, and talks in a very weird accent.
Yeah, it's-
that kind of, you're like, what is?
I think he's supposed to be Irish or something. I mean,
He looks like one of the nihilists in The Big Lebowski. That's what he looks like.
well, not nearly that interesting
No,
to me.
no.
That's a weak point.
Now, while that is a weak point,
his henchmen are actually more scary than he is.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. The henchmen are around a lot more than this guy. He's always like behind the curtains or on the cell phone like that. You don't get a lot of them, so it doesn't really ruin the movie that much. That said, I had a blast with it. There's so many times I was like, oh, and great car chases, gunplay, motorcycle scenes.
Man.
It's fun. I mean, it takes the breath out of you a little bit.
The stunt work is really incredible. The set pieces are great, and they don't waste a lot of time with gotcha moments like I mentioned before. The plot is just meant to get you from set piece to set piece.
Yep, I'm 3.5 stars easy.
I'm 3.5.
3.5? Is that where you're gonna go?
Yep.
All right. So, again, Tom Cruise. People always say like, he finally made a good movie. I'm like, no. Look at his career. He's made a lot of good movies, and this is another one.
Tom Cruise has made very few bad movies.
I know.
Very few.
Yeah. I mean, because when Edge of Tomorrow came out, everybody was like, oh, he made a good movie. I'm like, no. Look, I mean, Mission Impossible 3 was great. Ghost Protocol was great. This one's great.
Yeah.
The Firm's good.
Yeah. just lay off the couch. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Just go to the movies.
I get it.
The guy makes good movies.
I always say you got to separate personal from professional.
Exactly.
He's a little crazy.
Yeah.
That's okay. He's a great actor.
And still in pretty good shape.
Oh God.
Ripped. That thing he does to get out of that.
Oh, yeah. I just felt like I just felt like a pansy.
Yeah. Oh, not
The dude's
just
like,
that.
the guy's 53 years old. I'm like,
Yeah. I'm fat. I'm slow.
I would just die. So there you have it, 3.5 stars for both sides.
Yep.
That'll do it for this episode of Big Movie Mouth Off. Go see Vacation. Go see all the video on demand stuff from Xfinity, and go check out. I keep wanting to say Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation. There's too many of these Mission Impossible movies, and we will see you next time.
Ghost Nation.
Ghost Nation.